the home of the Angels for nearly a half-century. There's a look inside Angels Stadium of Anaheim. Game number 3 of this new season between the Chicago White Sox and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball, and it's coming up next. Andrew Heaney will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
So here is Minnie Minoso. He will lead this one off today. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Our temperature at first pitch and even 70 degrees here this afternoon. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Tip your cap if you're the pitcher right there. That was a great battle. Couple of tough pitches. Offensive player able to work himself deep into the count. Pitcher on the attack. But chalk one up for the offense on that.
To the plate now, Yoan Moncada. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Batting third.
That'll bring up Harold Baines. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. Now a move over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Minoso leads off first with 1 away. On the ground now for Iglesias. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. Lucas Giolito will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully, he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Michael Kopech is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
For the White Sox, number 34, Michael Kopech.
Here comes the 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Lifted down the line in left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first. After their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board, boys are flying around.
At the Plate now, Jose Iglesias, fouled off. A runner at first with no outs here. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. A 1-2. None out, runners at first and second. Fouled away. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. High and deep down the left field line. And foul. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. And if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
So now to the plate, Jim Edmonds. And this is swung on and missed. A good pitch makes Edmonds a strikeout casualty for out number 2.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Stepping in now, Jared Walsh, pulled toward right center field. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Angels turned away in the first. We've played an inning in Anaheim with no score. Second inning set to go. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Frank Thomas. The 3-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Fielded cleanly on the first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
That is good.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's focus our attention on one of the most dynamic defenders in our sport, and that's shortstop Jose Iglesias. I want to tell one of our camera guys, do not take your lens off this guy, because he is going to make a highlight reel play every game, and I guarantee something goes down today.
In now, Paul Konerko. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Fly ball right down the line and left. Should be no trouble for Garrett. And he's got it for out number 2.
Batting 6th, the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
And here's the switch hitting catcher Yasmani Grandal. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8. Now the 2-1. Will not catch the zone, ball 3.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Past meetings with Andrew Heaney, he's got a batting average of .444. Here comes the 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
The 2-2 pitch. Popped him up. Stassi shading to his right. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And now for the Angels, Troy Gloss. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. The 1-2.
Oh, that's upstairs.
Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Right to him. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And I'm going to focus today on Tim Anderson. And when I say his name, I think quick feet. Not only defensively at the shortstop position, but also putting the defense on their heels. When he gets on base, look for him to take off. And he's got a strong arm as well from shortstop.
Into the box now, Anthony Rendon. Ball 2.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Sent on the ground out to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
7.
Standing in now, Tim Salmon. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Continue that trend. Stay on the attack. See if you can get on a hot streak, maybe rattle off 8 to 10.
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Stassi.
At the plate, Matt Stassi, and it's fouled away. Rendon, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Angels leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. The next batter will be Luis Robert, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Salmon is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the 1st down.
Batting 9th, the second baseman, Leori Garcia.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Leori Garcia. Past meetings with Andrew Heaney. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. This is foul right side.
Gotta believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box, Minnie Minoso. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball, put himself right back in this at-bat.
The 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Hit back toward the mound. Iglesias gets down to make the play. Oh, great job to make a play on that ball, but he's unable to turn it into an out, and the inning will continue.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch, and you get these guys that can run around, and they're fast. You think you have an out, all of a sudden, it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
2 balls and a strike now. Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And here's a ball hit in the air. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. White Sox leave 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Garrett Anderson. Here comes the 1-2. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Going back is the right fielder. Around second now and headed for 3rd. The relay throw, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Well, when this thing left its bat, I thought it had the distance to get out of here,
Shortstop.
but it goes over the fielder's head and skips away in the bottom of the wall, allowing him to cruise into third.
At the plate now, Jose Iglesias.
That's in.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Iglesias in front, 3-1. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. Swing and a liner. And that's going to be a base hit, so the Angels are able to score first. It's 1-0.
Boy, Dero, you have to be licking your chops sitting in a 3-1 count. You get a fastball, he gets it and doesn't miss it.
Yeah, Dan, that's what you strive for. Find count leverage situations where you can be aggressive. Process of elimination tells you he's got to come fastball or something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Stepping in now, Mike Trout. Oh, and he clobbers this one, but this is going to be a foul ball as it clears the wall. Here comes the 1-2. It's looked at for ball number 2. Still 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball well outside. Jim Edmonds is on deck. Iglesias on at first, nobody out. Swing and a line drive to left. Minoso has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field. But
Garrett Crochet is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Into the box now, Jim Edmonds. Lifted the other way to left center. Center fielder on the run. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman, Jared.
Digging in will be Jared Walsh. Flew out in his only at-bat so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 in the inning here for the Angels on a couple of hits. Ready now for the White Sox, Harold Baines, as we begin the top of the 4th. And this will be fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2.
That's ball 2.
this is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The first baseman, number 35, Frank Thomas.
And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Frank Thomas. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run for Big Frank Thomas. First home run of the campaign for him, as the White Sox have come back to tie it at 1.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Standing in now, Paul Konerko. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
On the good pitch there, gets Konerko swinging for out number 2.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
At the plate, Yasmani Grandal. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
Nope, upstairs.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He stays alive, still 2-2. Pitch on the way. Hard hit ball to short. Iglesias is up with it. Over to first, and that retires the side. Sox able to tie things up on the solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And now digging in, it'll be Troy Gloss. Popped up. And there's the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Anthony Rendon.
So the next to bat will be Anthony Rendon. He singled first time up. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Tim Salmon.
2 gone now for the Angels in the 4th. And digging in next will be Tim Salmon. He tried to get that one airborne, but it's 1-2.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
Nope, outside.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Thomas in foul ground. And that retires the side. Angels are gone in order. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it seems like every at-bat has gone deep into the count, which has resulted in a really high pitch count for their opponent. We checked the numbers. So far, they've worked a total of 6 full counts. Guys?
All right, thanks, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Tim Anderson. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Next, here is Luis Robert. Fouled away. Ready on 1 and 2. Swing and a flare down the line. Walsh ranging into the outfield, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Garcia.
Next up is Leury Garcia. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ball 2.
And that misses 2 and 2.
Count 2 and 2.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Walsh will put this one away, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. 'Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Number 57.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Jay Spry will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Stepping up is Max Stassi. His prior history versus this arm, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. One and one, here it is.
Nope. I got 2-1 to count.
Cutter, and that's a called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Fry will do this himself, and that's the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder,
So it's back to the top of the order now, and here comes Anderson. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a flare out toward right center. Garcia onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Number 4, shortstop, Jose.
Base is empty, 2 away, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Aaron Slegers takes over to start the 6th inning on the
Now
mound.
pitching for the Angels, number 57, Aaron Slegers.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Minnie Minoso. The 1-1, and it's fouled away. The 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Yohan Moncada is on deck. This is skied out toward right. Salmon has it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, the third baseman, Yohan Moncada.
Up next for Chicago, Yohan Moncada. He flew out in his last AB. And he fouls this one off. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. Bouncer to the left side, and this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Into the box, Harold Baines. On the ground now for Iglesias. This could be 2. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing here for the White Sox. Still tied 1 apiece. Ready now for L.A. Mike Trout for his career in this matchup. Small sample, a perfect 1 for 1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Robert is under this one, and he's got it for out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Jim Edmonds.
So now the Angels cleanup batter, Jim Edmonds. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And the payoff pitch. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Robert is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman, Jared.
Next, it'll be Jared Walsh. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Two balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey! 2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike 2. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Here's the payoff pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next will be the imposing power bat, Frank Thomas.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind in the count, sits on something off speed or the breaking ball.
Fouled off. And a big swing by the Big Hurt, but he gets nothing but big air there as he's down on strikes.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
At the plate now, Paul Konerko. Fouled away. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. And now, Yasmani Grandal will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson. The 1-2. This pitch is popped up. Gloss has room in foul territory, and that will end the inning. A man left for the White Sox. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Matt Foster will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Number 63, Matt Foster.
Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the veteran 3rd baseman, Troy Gloss. finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. And it's fouled away.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Payoff pitch one more time. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there.
batter,
Not a whole lot to
6.
say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Anthony Rendon. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a ground ball to third. Moncada fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 15, Tim Salmon.
The batter now will be Tim Salmon. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And this is low, ball 2, 2-1. Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Angels go down 1-2-3. Still tied 1 apiece. Tony Watson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 35, Tony Watson.
Ready to begin the 8th, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Luis Robert. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over
it. Into the box now, Leury Garcia.
Nope.
And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And the count will be full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Slow little roller to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, number 9.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Minnie Minoso flew out last time up. Into the windup. The 2-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Salmon is under it to put it away, retiring the side. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. Score remains tied 1-1. Aaron Bummer will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 39, Aaron Bummer.
Now into the box, Max Stassi. He got under one and popped out his last time up. The 1-2. Now here's one high and deep to left. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
Ah, man, just a hair early on that one and just pulled it foul. It's going to have to find a way to refocus. Not easy to continue an AB after you just went deep foul.
He'll try again, 1-2. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an
Now
off-speed
back.
pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late, had no chance to put that ball in play.
So now to the plate, Garrett Anderson. Hard hit ball to second, reined in. Throw to Thomas is in time for the out.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He enters this at-bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Angels are gone in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Raisel Iglesias will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Iglesias.
Yohan Moncada will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Digging in next, Harold Baines. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 1-1 home. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Salmon is there. 2 down.
Up next to Chicago, the first baseman, Frank
So
Thomas.
now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Frank Thomas. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here's the 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. 2 out, nobody on. strikes him out on a good pitch, so one run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. Down in order go the White Sox, still tied 1 apiece. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Here's Trout waiting on the 1-1. Good action on the sinker, 1 and 2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Center field. And Trout has himself a base hit. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
Leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the 9th inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet, top stepping it. We're going to see if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know. Maybe he's swinging for the gap and he gets to be the hero himself.
At the plate, Jim Edmonds. And he fouls this one off. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. The short hit hard. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. Throw comes into the infield, and the winning run moves up to second now with nobody out.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
So now into the box is Jared Walsh. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Possible winning run on second. No one out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A little early, and now it's even at 2 and 2. Again, another foul ball. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3 and 2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Possible winning run on second. No one out. Ball 4, and that will move the winning run over to third base now, just 90 feet away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
The next batter is Troy Glaus. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Misses 2 and 2.
This is the action pitch right here. He does not want to go to full count. This is a big spot, but as an offensive player, you have to tell yourself this has to be in the strike zone.
Ball 3. 3 and 2 now.
The whole ball game comes down to one pitch. Execute a strike, give yourself a chance. Leave it outside the zone. You're going home.
Hard hard hit ball to second. And that'll get through into right as he comes up in the clutch. It's a base hit. And the Angels are going to walk off a winner.
Always great when a game really comes down to the ninth inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The Halos came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Raisel Iglesias claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the White Sox, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. Our paid attendance at the Big A this afternoon, 45,477. The Angels once again thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.